Hello guys! Welcome back to my vlog. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. Today, there is a viral video na umiikat ngayon saying that Canadian immigration is becoming a language-based immigration system and not an economic class anymore. What does it actually mean? Panoorin hanggang dulo. Thank you sa lahat ng mga nag-subscribe sa akin lately at kung hindi pa, mag-subscribe na po kayo. And in my channel, I talk about any immigration updates when it comes to Canada and life of Filipinos located here too. So anyway, going back to our topic, some say that Canada immigration is not really economic class anymore, but it's actually a language-based system. And when I heard that, wait lang, totoo ba? Totoo bang nagiging language-driven na ang Canada? And it's not all about those people who work hard or put all of their lives para magkaroon ng experience dito. Well, we are going to break this down. Okay? So walang hate dito, walang drama, just facts. Well, let's define economic class first. What does that mean? Economic class immigration means Canada selects people based on work experience, education, skills, and ability to contribute to the economy. And these type of programs are Express Entry, Federal Skilled Worker Program, and Canadian Experience Class. Okay? So, technically, it is designed to attract skilled workers. And here's where the issue is coming in. Bakit nga ba? Saan nagmumula? Saan nagmumula yung sinasabi nila na nagiging language-based system na siya? Kasi under Express Entry, your CRS score includes age, education, work experience, and language. At saan ba nagbo-boost ang score natin dito sa Canada? Most of the time or kadalasan yung score is tumataas if you have high scores in IELTS and CELPIP. Okay? Or other language exam like TEF or TCF when it comes to French. So, if you are a highly skilled worker but average English, you might lose someone with stronger experience. And that's what other people will say. Kasi, so, ibig sabihin pala na pinatutunayan mo lang na Express Entry is based on language and not about economic. But let's just be honest. Canada is English and French speaking country. So communication matters. Which means na if you communicate well in French and English, you have higher chance of getting a job. Kasi lahat ng tao nag-i-English. And most of the people speak French. Okay, so if you can't communicate well, if you cannot communicate well, then there might be a workplace safety issues, customer service problem, integration challenges. So, language is still an economic factor. Let's talk about those people with 15 years of experience, like engineer, nurses with global certification, and skilled trades with hands-on expertise. Talo na ba agad sila kung may CLB-7 yung kalaban nila na candidate? Is that practical or is the system filtering too hard? So here's what people don't talk about. Studies show that immigrants with stronger language skills earn more, integrate faster, and need less government support. So from a policy perspective, language is predictive as economic success. So technically, it's still economic class, but language is being used as a measurement tool. Okay? Hindi siya basta-basta ginagawa para mapasaya yung ibang Canadian na para may makausap na tao yung mga ibang Canadian or English yung ibang mga Canadian or French. Kung may gusto lang nila na may makausap. Ibig sabihin, it boosts the economy, or it's one of the tools that will boost the economy of Canada kung marunong mag-French or English yung tao na kinukuha nila papunta rito. So what's my take on this? It is still an economic class, okay? But language has become the gatekeeper, which means na if you'd like to have more chances of winning, kumbaga more chances of being draws to express entry, you have to invest your time and your energy making sure that your IELTS, your CELPIP, your TEF, TCF you'll be able to get your passing score with them. Okay? Dapat CLB 7 or higher. And sa English, actually, CLB 9. Mas mataas, mas maganda. Okay? But I think balance is more important too. For example, if they can put more weight as well in real world experience in certain occupations, that will be great. Okay? Especially sa trades, healthcare, and in-demand jobs. So if they are going to make it balance, so at the same time, they can focus on those people with language core, and at the same time, put more focus on those people with world-class experience. Okay? And if you are planning to immigrate, do not underestimate language tests. Invest in language training centers. Retake if needed, and maximize every category. Okay? Spouse points, French bonus, and PNP options. Okay? So language is not optional, but it's a strategy. It's a strategy in order for you to increase your score. Okay? So what do you think about this viral video about saying that Canadian immigration is becoming a language-based system? So paki-comment nga dyan sa baba kung totoo ba dyan, kung naniniwala ba kayo dyan. Okay? So that should be it. Thank you so much for watching. At kung may natutunan kayo sa video na to, like and subscribe at laging tatandaan, hindi kailangang maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.